DJ. You might need sing on the day.
Who's LV?
All right.
It is. Yeah, man, shit, high grade.
Everybody feeling comfortable?
High grade.
Everybody feeling right?
Yeah.
We live.
Yo, we live, man. It's that DTE. You know what I'm saying?
Are you sick?
Yo, dog.
I'm trying to mimic my hiccups.
Yeah, man. I had to bust a hiccup.
You're rude, man. You're rude. Ultra line.
Not
like,
nice. You're rude.
You know?
Yeah, man. We back, man, with the compadres. You know what I'm saying? For another episode. Yo, how you guys feeling, man? Ready to get it popping?
Let's get it.
Should we just dive right into it?
Dive right in, bro.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
about to dive.
Okay, Trey.
Who bought the pizza?
You just clicking?
Who bought the pizza?
And what?
Who bought the pizza?
I bought 2 boxes, and
Shout out to you, man.
RB bought the 1 box.
Don't
Damn.
call her RB because
Man,
Her name is Mandisa.
Thank you.
Sorry, Mandy.
Thank
you,
Mandy.
JJB.
That pizza hit the spot.
All right, Mandy.
Thank
sorry.
you.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, Mandy bought the 1 pizza box. I don't even know what
Pizza Iolo.
Pizza.
Pizza what?
Pizza Iolo. It's like a gourmet pizza.
Is it like Italian?
It's bougie.
Huh?
Pizza Iolo is Italian though.
They do good pizzas.
That's what's
Anyway.
up. All right. One of the questions was, I guess it's more for the guys. Sorry, guys. How did you guys hide your erection in high school?
You just put your book bag into the front, yes?
Yo, I think it has to be like
Book back in, hold that one still.
honestly, okay, so this is my answer, real simple.
We got all
Was
the
low
guys have
riding
to answer.
still.
Every single guy has to answer. So.
Was low riding. I had, we wear multiple shorts, and then
Yeah.
the jeans are right at the tip, so it's holding it in place. It's not popping up nowhere, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
feel
but
you,
I
I
wasn't a
feel
low
honestly.
rider.
Ooh.
I wasn't allowed
What you
to.
do?
Same.
What'd
Yo,
you
so
do?
like,
Damn.
if I ever felt stiff, I have to like lift my shit I have to like face it up. Like,
Yo, I want to dive.
Under the belt, right? It was an under the belt thing?
It's a game to do that.
Under the belt thing?
yeah, well, yeah, essentially, yeah. Like,
That hurt my shit. Ow.
fam, it's either that or I just let it be. Most times I just let it be.
Sometimes
And every time
The
I had
hand
a
in the
girlfriend,
pocket
bro.
thing works, though.
Huh?
The hand in the pocket, it's still kind of
Yo,
helps.
that was
a little bit.
That's
that was
agitating
the
it.
thing. That was
Yeah.
It
definitely
actually
a thing.
does, right?
That's agitating the thing that is.
Wait, what?
Yo, you can't put your hand in your pocket
Yeah,
like that, bro.
it actually makes
After
it
that, it's
worse.
a
It
wrap.
makes it worse, though, yo.
Nah,
There's
Yeah,
harder
but
than there's
nah,
like
it
a
does.
living.
Hand,
trust me.
you know,
I get it, but like, okay, well,
I guess it depends on the pants.
Yo,
No,
honestly,
No, legitimately.
It does
Honestly-
depend on the pants, yeah.
Because if
Like,
you're
if-
wearing like gray sweats, everything
Yeah,
is
it's
Yeah,
done.
exactly.
It's done.
Yo,
hide that.
it's
You
dunzo.
can't hide that.
if you get booked
I mean,
in
you
the
can
school,
still. There's levels. You just gotta float it up back and forth. So.
are we talking about just like back like in high school or?
Yeah, high school,
man.
bro.
Yo, if you get
Yo,
booked
man.
in
Are you still
school
trying to hide
Yeah,
and a
it's a
girl
wrap.
sees that, yo, they will jump on you.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
man,
lie,
they
I
will
don't
jump
even
on you.
think I remember.
They'll
I
jump
can't
on you. They'll be
recall
like, yo,
I
look
can't
at
recall
yo.
seeing a guy with a boner.
They'll try
Really?
grabbing it.
I
You never saw
none
one?
of that.
High school, no.
Damn. Did you guys look for it?
You never
No.
seen?
That's not even something
No.
that we like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
thought about.
Well, I mean, okay, so
Well, we're different at that.
I was in a relationship at the time, so my girl didn't give a fuck. Like, hands were in my pocket and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, man, it's yours.
All right, Tolo.
I'm with Dre. I was in a relationship at the time too, so
Yeah.
my girl at the time didn't really care, to be honest. And back in the day, you wore your jeans, you wore your ball shorts underneath. It wasn't really that noticeable, right? So
So
yeah.
hold on. Were you ever sweating? Like I was sweating, dog. Like,
Really?
yeah, bro. I was sweating.
Man, we're
dog.
chilling. Like,
Yo, I was at a dance, yo. I was at a dance. So
Yo,
like,
the
yeah.
dances were the worst,
This
though.
was but this was
man.
before. Hold on. This was before the bubble came, dog.
yo, you can't go dance up on the shorty back then with that up, bro.
Yo,
What the
what was so
fuck?
stupid, though? I hated girls that try to put mans on blast.
Wait.
Like, they'll be like,
Whoa,
yo,
wait,
just
wait,
feel
wait.
it.
Dances and jams are a different story. I thought you were talking about like high school classroom.
Yo,
No, high school dances.
experience.
But jams, you were like, okay.
But this was
Yeah.
before like I even like went up to like dance. Like I'd be like, damn, sup fat ass.
Yo,
I don't put anyone on blast.
I don't care. Like, you're gonna have to feel it. Yeah.
What do you mean feel what?
She's gonna have to
she's
feel my
got to
teeth on
feel-
her
oh,
back.
I was
Like,
about to say.
And wouldn't she feel kind of nice if she does though? If she does feel that,
Not
like
all
just
the
Nah,
time.
some of them are like,
no,
some
I mean,
girls are
she's
like,
dancing,
what is
you
that?
like,
I
you
see
know,
the
not all
girls
the
that run
time.
from
Really?
mans and put them on
Like,
blast.
you have the females that are like, what am I, just a piece of meat? And then you have the females that are like, okay,
don't
I'm
dance on me,
flattered.
move.
Yeah, exactly.
I see the one too.
Yeah.
I see the one too might get exposed. Like
Yeah.
they take too
Yeah,
much. Like
me
ew,
too.
what is that?
So it depends
It's
on the
my
female
dick.
you're dealing
What do you
with,
want?
Because like if she's mature,
Yeah.
mature enough, then she might just be
Well, no
like,
one's-
okay, I'm flattered, but
Yeah.
like, bro,
No one's mature in high school.
no,
so, yeah.
exactly.
Nah,
Like,
definitely.
oh my God, what is
Eat
that?
some.
it's my
I
dick.
mean, no.
It's my dick in the box.
I'm dropping dick.
I feel like in
I'm
high school
dropping
you
dick
knew what that
off.
was. Like who?
Yeah.
What girl was asking? What is that?
Yeah.
In
Nah,
high
but
school,
girls have
Some
done
girls-
that.
middle- some girls are-
maybe.
No, you're
They're
wrong.
like,
middle
what
school,
is
high
that?
school,
Yeah.
people, dog.
Don't worry, girl. That's just my flashlight.
Yo, for the low riders.
Yo, Cos, you want to tell us your story? Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I were to get,
If you were,
or in them times, obviously.
Cause we wasn't working back then.
Actual experience. If you were, stop talking.
Well, yeah, obviously at the high school dances when the girls were whining, of course the niggas got hard. Like, what the fuck? I didn't give a shit though.
Wait, question. Does that happen to you guys now in clubs?
Yes,
No.
that's a good question.
Nah, we grown men.
If the girls bumper is real dangerous,
so
Yo,
Yeah?
honestly, like,
No.
if she gives it,
You shoulda came
if
to
she
the
knows
last
how to
fit.
drop it low, yes. I'll just be like, God damn.
Yeah,
So what was the?
that shit
I
doesn't
just-
get me off, man. Like on a dance thing, like it,
I guess. Yeah.
It
Unless
depends
you're
how
at
the
jab
girl's
jab
whining
for
still.
real.
If she's just sloppy with it, then I'll be like, okay,
Like,
this
what do you mean
girl's soft.
sloppy?
nah, man.
What do you mean sloppy?
I'm asking you.
If she
No, I'm
can't
saying
whine.
there's some
Stop
girl.
trying to come at me, dog.
The fuck, nigga? Like,
That's
obviously, like we've been to enough fets where there's some girls that can like real fucking whine. There's some girls that are just like, they're just basic.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But like,
slack.
I mean, for the most part, if I'm dancing with a girl, she can't whine, I'll just walk away like mid whine. I don't give a fuck.
Ooh.
Damn,
you're
bro.
cold.
That's crazy.
I am.
What? I'm finishing that line.
You're really Jay North.
You know, she's taking her time. I'll take my time. I'm mattress. No, you're gonna walk away. That's cold, bro. Fuck this shit.
I mean, like for me personally, like I don't go out anymore like that, just because the whole dancing thing,
It's
I
never been
can't do it anymore.
Problem.
It's not that. It's just I
Really
don't know.
bounces and
Yo, when
popping
it comes to
no
like dancing with chicks, I scope out the scene first.
What if this is your potential babe?
So,
fam?
like,
That's my thing. That's what I'm kind of getting there.
All right, I just wanted to
I'm
see.
scoping out the scene, and I'm looking for somebody who I actually want to like
Mingle.
be kind of
Okay, I got
intimate with in a sense.
Yeah.
But I don't want to just be intimate on the dance floor. I can't. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Like I gotta take you home and
Take her for a
actually
trip.
deal with
Get
it.
it poppin'.
Yeah.
Oh, Dre.
Yeah.
Oh, Dre.
The dance
The
is
man's
a
been
tease.
listening to Chris Brown a lot.
The
today.
dance is a
is a
tease.
tease.
It
It's a
is.
tease. And
Dance is necessary.
But
is
it's-
a
it is. It is. But
But
like
sometimes it's nothing.
I can't do it for long.
That's true.
We got. We gotta
But like,
cut.
not a
taste.
fat,
Look how
at a
pretty
fat,
you
a dance is nothing.
I'm not fuck a fit. I'm not doing
Not
it.
even that. Not even that. When we used to go clubbing, like honestly, it depends on the female, but like a lot of females didn't really see the dance as anything. Like if they
Yeah,
were
it's
dancing with
just-
a
No, it's a lot to me.
For
they
me,
didn't really. Well, that's the thing, right? So
I'm
and
passionate.
you had to be on the same.
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
For me,
wavelength
yeah.
as
For
the
me,
female,
I was a
because,
dancer.
Like, you would have a lot of
Yeah, exactly.
mandem like try to think that something else
Exactly.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
No.
No, for me, I can relate to you guys because I'm a dancer, so like it was just dance, you know. But some guys look at it as deeper than that, you know.
Yeah.
Not gonna
What you
point
just
over
said?
fingers, you know.
Yo, sometimes the girls wants to know if you can wind your waistline.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Can
or
you
she
do
just
this
wants
here?
to
If you can do it
Yeah, but
here,
you know what's
then-
I can do
You know-
more too.
You know what's crazy? Some girls who can dance can't do that in the bed though. You know what I'm saying?
That's fact.
So, just saying, like
False advertising.
false advertising.
I don't know about that, huh?
Yeah, I don't
So-
know.
yo, honestly, those are two different
Back
things,
in
though.
my
Huh?
day.
Are they?
Yeah, like a girl whining in a party, and then something happening in a bed. Two different things.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I don't
Straight.
care what
It's true.
anybody says.
It's
Like,
true. Because they're not doing that.
yeah,
Exactly.
pounding is pounding and whining is whining. Like,
Exactly.
Just take the power.
Should have went left.
yo, I'm gonna get in trouble. Yo, if someone's a girl's not winding up herself while she's getting pounded, like
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
not
just
always
sorry.
true. Just sorry.
Like,
Always true.
Yeah. She's gonna put some. Yo, I
listen,
know some girls that put
every
in work.
circumstance is different, but like
That's true.
I mean,
That's facts.
It depends what's pounding them.
I'm just gonna point out that I'm fortunate to have both. You know what I mean? Just saying.
Oh.
That's all I'm
You
gonna say.
have,
Yo, talk
bro?
your shit, bro.
Okay.
Yo, talk your shit, bro.
Yeah, we
Celebrate shows.
we heard, man. We heard. We heard, bro.
We heard. We definitely did hear.
Yo,
At the
hold on.
cottage.
I thought the college had intercon.
What?
Hold on.
Yo, is this guy glowing?
Yo,
What
Alicia.
the heck?
Alicia, I apologize, yo. It's all right.
Let's just say the statement Alicia made when Daryl asked the question,
Oh shit.
describe your last sexual encounter
Oh,
in detail with
no.
Mpho.
Oh.
She described it without hesitation, and then later on that night we got to hear it. So, and she was not lying. She was not lying. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alicia, by the way.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alicia, girl. Yo, welcome to the fam, dog. Welcome to the fam.
Look at my man, happiest man.
When you come onto the podcast, I know you got something to say. Yo. I know that.
That's crazy.
Dang.
But I'm just gonna say now, like if we go to not even a club, like even if we go to like a daytime, what's the daytime, and that happens, I'm gonna be like, all right, we're not. In high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
a setting for this. Like, I gotta be like it has to be night for sure. I'm not gonna do this in the daytime. Like I said, I'm not type of dude to be dancing on girls right now. I just can't do it.
Yo, honestly.
What if a girl comes and dances on you? Like you're not necessarily
Saying you're
moving.
gonna pull the Smithers.
You're not gonna push her
But
off.
then what?
Are you gonna pull a Cosby?
Okay, so-
Are you gonna pull a Cosby?
Pulling on the chain, man.
I'm not pulling Cosby, but I'm gonna test me. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But I'm gonna test limits.
Okay.
I'm gonna dance with her. I'm gonna do my thing, and then eventually, like, I'm gonna like, I don't know, see if I can like touch her neck and like feel her.
Honestly,
So
that's
when
sort
we
of
go to a
scary, man.
daytime
Yo,
party,
What do you mean?
Sounds
This guy's
like
jumping
some-
straight to the
Girl will
love
box you,
making.
girl.
Yo, I'm a
When we go to a
lover.
daytime party.
Don't dance with me if you don't want this.
I got the
Don't
goalpost
dance with me
still.
if you
Pum
don't
pum
want this.
touching you already, I guess.
So
Like-
for you, it can't just be a dance.
Nah.
Dangerous wine, eh?
Nah.
Yo,
Yeah.
honestly,
It's a.
You need the wickedest slam, dog.
What if she bump a real evil? What you gonna do?
That's what's happening, Jay.
Yeah, Dre.
Yo,
take it in though.
I want that.
Okay.
Take it in
That's what I
though.
want.
But what if it? Okay, so what if it's somebody? So let's say you've gotten to a party.
Yeah.
You've done your little.
Shoot, they asking
My
questions.
scope.
You're your scope of the room, and you're eyeing somebody over here, but somebody over here comes and just dances on you. Then what?
Yo,
Pull a
Pull a
Cosby.
Smithers?
Just walk away.
You're pulling a Cosby.
I'm pulling the Cosby. I'll be like, yo, I got to go. Like, and I probably have done that
So
in the past.
Dre, you must come to one of these soca fests. Yes, I want to see you
I'm
there.
not coming to a
Yes,
fest.
you hear
Yes,
the
you're going to
accent
a
right
fest.
there.
You're
He's
going.
serious.
Yo, Dre, if a girl dances on you and then like you want to do your thing, like touch her neck and she pulls away from you,
Yeah.
like
I seen that happen.
like you know what, like
I've never experienced that.
no,
so
you know what,
I don't know.
I would take that as a girl with class, and a girl with class would turn me on more than a girl that would just let me do what I want to her right
So
off
would
the
you
bat.
continue?
Damn, that's deep.
Oh,
bro.
so you think I'm looking for grimy girls
Me,
now?
Would you continue?
If she stopped me, but continued to dance on me, and then at the end of the night maybe she wants to exchange numbers or something. Okay, you're a girl of class. Clearly you want to get to know me.
Right.
But no, we're not there yet. That's
Hey,
class
man.
to me.
I hear you.
Okay.
I do get it. But there's also girls of class that are feeling me.
That are smashing on the first night?
Right.
I'm not smashing on the first night. I went over this in the last pod.
Okay.
I'm not smashing on the first night, but I'm showing some intimacy.
Why touch the neck then?
Why not?
Why tease?
Why not? You're teasing me.
Yeah, it's to
remember
show-
when you were a
But
kid
she's
in
not
school
teasing
and you
you.
got teased?
Like if
You didn't
I
like
go
it, did
to-
you?
If I go to a fete, I dance with people.
Okay, but I'm not talking about a fet. Fet's
Well,
different.
anything.
A club.
A club.
I don't know,
anything.
but like
I can
feel
dance
like
with people and not.
I feel like dancing is very intimate.
It was not in high school.
I said that.
It was
before.
for me.
And that's why I pointed to you earlier.
I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dancing is
Really?
so
Can
intimate.
be.
The reason
we
being,
had this debate.
Like
it's
if
with
I'm
a
dancing
special
with my
person.
boyfriend,
If-
it's
yeah,
different than if I'm
special
dancing with,
person.
let's say, one of my friends or like a
I
stranger.
get that, but like I've danced with strangers, and it's turned intimate.
Saying you fall in love,
It's-
yes?
That could happen.
I'm a lover.
It definitely could
it's
happen.
genitalia rubbing.
Like,
You can't
could
say
happen.
that it's not intimate. Just
But it's not intended to be intimate.
Okay, what is
It
what if
can
it's a
be,
different
though.
type
no,
of
it's not
dancing?
intended to be like that intimate. But unfortunately, because as a man, your crotch is touching her in places where you wouldn't touch her if you just met her on the road. There's gonna be something.
Okay,
a
so
spark.
what if it's a different type of dancing then?
Yeah,
Like salsa.
like-
Yeah,
yeah.
that's intimate.
That shit's sexy.
It is
How?
intimate.
Ask
Salsa's
yourself.
intimate.
Do you have any salsa friends or people who
Yes.
dance? You can know
Yeah.
that they keep it professional if they're professional.
Right.
But if it's on the dance floor, it's a wild,
right, but
super wild.
Not all the time.
yeah, I don't necessarily agree with
How
that.
much do you
Or-
dance
or,
salsa?
But I'm
or,
saying-
or
But I'm saying, like, for example, like, obviously, like, whatever, you go to a club, fete, whatever it is, you're like, me, I'll dance up on everything. That doesn't mean every time I'm dancing with the thing, it's like intimate. I'm just dancing to be dancing. But, but obviously, if I'm vibing with like a girl or whatever, and we're both vibing, and like it could get intimate. I get what you're saying, but I'm
And
just
that's
saying.
what I
for
look
Those
me-
are
for.
two different types of intimates.
Man,
Yeah, that we were talking about.
Yo, I'm sorry. I just want to say this. Dancing is sexualized,
Welcome.
right? And a lot of time,
You see, JB.
like when you're dancing, it like, you know, there's some kind of attraction.
Yes.
You know?
for
So
sure.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say it's not intimate. Like I think it may depend on who, like how the person takes it. Like there are some people who like, you know, carnival every year. Somebody dances on me, that's nothing. I dance on somebody, that's nothing, because that's our culture. That's
right,
that's
exactly.
the traditions
that
that
was
we
gonna
have.
be
But
my
I
next
think
point.
if you look at
Exactly.
it and for what it is,
Yeah.
like, you know, you're not gonna see some girl that you find unattractive and say, "Damn, I want to dance on that." Are you? No. And are you? I don't think.
No,
At least I'd
no.
like to think that nobody's gonna do that, right? You're gonna want to dance with somebody, whether you like the way that they're like whining or something. You're like, "Damn, that girl can whine," you know, and try to get a dance off of that. But like,
Yeah.
I actually think it's pretty intimate, and a lot of people may like, you know, flame me for this one, but like, you know, I actually think it's pretty intimate, and I think that's just like it's like a I don't know, man. It's like a step one before you get to
It's
like
like
sex. You
it's
know?
like a physical
Thank you.
intimacy.
No.
That's it.
A physical
is.
intimacy.
It could be.
And then
It could be.
It
It definitely
be,
could be.
depending on what the vibe
Yeah,
is,
that's what I'm
like
saying.
Preston said.
That's why I said.
You have
Yeah,
to
if
know
you
the-
guys are
like,
vibing
there
like
has
that,
to be
then
a
of
vibe.
course.
I go based off of vibe. I'm not out here just trying to like
Touch
up or
everybody's neck.
kiss someone everyone's neck. Like I go off the vibe. Like yo, this.
it's a lot of dirt for the night.
oh man.
So like if a girl's dancing on me
Remember my white vest,
and like she
Cosby?
turns like she faces me.
Yeah.
Like I've had times where girls would face me like try to kiss me.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This was definitely a
Oh,
Jamaican
still
party.
Well, I should.
She's a
Hey,
bobo.
let's not talk about that. I don't go out. I don't go out, but I have experienced that, and it might not be like it's intimate in the moment. I'm not saying it's gonna carry forward, but like that's I don't know, bro. Every time when it comes to females, like and someone I find attractive or if I see something like going somewhere, like I always think long term. I can't help it.
I don't know, man.
That's just me though. Like I'm that deep. Like
I think that's ratchet.
Boy.
you wait, say what?
Personally, I think that's ratchet. A girl try.
Kiss you in the club?
That's what I think that's ratchet. I mean, like,
Ratchet
like,
stuff.
like,
Nah,
like
yeah.
people can do what they want to do.
Really?
Like,
Oh shit.
Damn.
Don't kiss in the club.
listen, I don't know anything about that, but
I'm
no,
just joking. I'm
no,
just playing.
the way how you describe it,
Shoot.
man. Yo, honestly, I can't even talk.
Okay, so
Mic drop.
I've been to like that wild party where like girls are jumping off of speakers and landing on me.
That's pasta. See that is more than intimate. That's like ready to get
That's
plowed.
intimate?
No, that's more than intimate. That's like okay, you're on the ground and the girl's like,
I was on the ground.
that's like,
Let's be clear. I wasn't
that's-
on the ground. I was standing up
that's
straight.
like
Do you count it?
Wait, she jumped on
Jamaican-
you for you to catch her?
Jamaican
Yeah.
pasta
That's the
is
one time
straight
he didn't
foreplay.
beat Trip Dre.
That's straight foreplay. Jamaican pasta, like that's jumping on speakers, girls like legs in the air and like
Skin
on their
outs.
knees and like
That's a lot.
that's dry hump. But like whining and stuff is like okay, obviously like Jamaican pasta and humping and stuff, that's their culture. But I don't even know if I'd want to call that their culture. But like, you know, so much of them do it that it has
But just
become
socially
their culture
acceptable.
in a Jamaican's eye.
Yeah.
Yo, what's your background?
He's
Let's not
Jamaican, dog.
nah, man. Trinidadian,
They
you
got
know.
the TNT.
Sound Jamaican, bro.
Sweet TNT.
You're Jamaican
Yeah.
Yeah, so am I.
and you're Jamaican.
Yeah.
So
But let's not talk about that.
I just. I don't know if background really has anything
Man, shit.
because I'm obviously not Caribbean.
Oh.
And like I don't think it's not that deep. Like if I dancing to a song, one, I probably like the song. And two, I know I'm not finding no man in no club.
Dian, would you get daggered though?
didn't go there
To
for-
like a 5,
You're so
10,
calm with it,
15,
At my current age, no. When I was younger, yeah.
Right, because you grew up and you realize what class is.
Yeah.
Right.
When
See,
I was
that's
in
like-
high school,
We're
that
acting
was
like the girls that
High
are
school's
dancing
different,
on
yeah.
you were not classy.
But
They were classy.
But-
I'm not out here sprawling up for
I'm
just
dead.
anybody. Let's make that clear.
I think people
No
are allowed
classy
to
women.
be classy in some places and then just let loose in others
I
because
mean, I
you
feel
know
like you
where
don't
you're
know what
coming from
classy
when you
is in
go
high
to
school.
dance.
It's such a fine line.
that's like that's after.
You're still trying to
Yeah,
find
like
yourself.
you're finding yourself
But
still.
like I bet best believe you were trying to do that when I have graduated high school. You've lost your.
Not
damn
happening.
mind.
Like carry yourself
You're
in a
getting a
different light.
straight diss.
Deaf eyes, eh?
Big age.
Yo, I hate when people say that, but I love it at the same time.
Big age.
What?
your big age.
Even like I'm talking university, like first year, you're no, cut it out. Cut it
Yeah,
out.
like
We're grown.
anyone can let loose, you know. But like the way I look at it is like, yo, if I met you in the club, I kiss you up on the first time, and we're doing something like it.
You said
It doesn't mean it's gonna be in the back of my head throughout a relationship
like
if
you're
me and this
moving too
person had
fast.
formed a relationship. But like, some things just don't go unnoticed whether you said it or not. Obviously, it could have been a one-time thing where like you just feeling the person, because that shit does happen, and sparks do fly at first sight.
Must be drunk.
nah,
Oh, definitely.
I wasn't
That
a
too.
drinker.
But like I don't shame anyone for it, but that's just my view on it.
That's fine.
You guys can fully disagree, but I'm right.
And I will.
Yeah, man. So,
That's crazy.
All right, yo, D-Mac, get him with the next topic, bro.
I'm thinking, what is something that triggers or offends each and every one of you? I want to start with Tekka over there.
oh, me, man.
What's something that triggers or offends you that you have no business being sensitive about?
That I have no business being sensitive about?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You honestly, if someone will stand there and call me stupid, like that, no, that
it's
that
the
actually
same
triggers
way.
me,
Yeah.
because you know, through life, I have accomplished a lot, right? In school, like I wasn't the brightest cookie, but I also wasn't the dumbest guy, right? But like, I refuse to be called dumb by someone that's clearly dumber than me.
Who doesn't even know you?
They doesn't even know me, or even if they may know you, like some people may think that they're above you, but like, you know, just I don't know, man. Sometimes I just hold my tongue, cause yeah, more
you
than
gotta hear
sparks
it.
will fly.
They gotta fucking hear it.
Yeah.
I don't care. I get like when people are like at a higher level of like employment.
Speak
And
for
it-
itself.
Yeah, well, yeah, but they're not always the brightest person that's
real.
managing you
Yeah.
at wherever you're working, right?
Sure.
Who are you to tell me that this is the only way or the correct way of doing something?
Mm-hmm. If I figure out a different way,
I found another
Exactly.
possibility of doing
There's always
something.
different
There's
solutions.
always different ways of doing stuff.
Yeah.
I might take a little longer, or I might cut into it much quicker than
Personally,
you.
like, man
But
went
that's
to
the
school
thing,
to
though.
make money at the end of the day. Like that's my motive, to make money so I could enjoy life and enjoy the fresh fruits of my labor. So like, you know,
Okay, yo, just drink your drink.
My labor.
No, and,
Oh,
and that's the
classic.
thing. Same thing with you, like especially in the workplace, like especially like I work in the restaurant industry, and I've been told how to do certain things differently, the same time or the same way, whatever. But it's like at the end of the day, if I figure out a way to do something quicker and better, I'm gonna fucking do it. And I remember one chef I work with. This guy was a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? And like
Venting season.
no, it's not really venting. I'm just saying, like, but it's well, I'm not butthurt. It's just that, like, it has nothing to do with being butthurt. It's just
It's
at the end
okay,
of the day,
fam.
I can't work if you're trying to tell me something and I'm trying to tell you something that like I know, like, even though the guy's like I had 25 years experience, it's like okay, well, I'm telling you this way works better, and then you want to argue and shit like that and tell me it's wrong, and then
yo, I feel
I'm not
you.
gonna want to work with you.
I feel you.
I told my chef, I'm like, yo, if I work with this guy, I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna throw this guy on the grill.
No.
And
Yo,
like,
don't
I'm
even
gonna
take
go
it for that. At the beginning of working with someone like that, because I've worked, yo, it sounds bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of guys that are out there with that are older and they have more experience than me.
Yeah, they're stuck in their ways.
But I will run circles around them in my field.
For sure.
But when I first start in a workplace and there's always someone like that in any workplace. I don't care what anyone says. They will tell you what to do and how to do it, no matter how close-minded and how they think that's just how it's supposed to be done. I will listen.
Yeah.
I will learn their way. I will master their way.
Oh, for sure.
And if I still don't find it feasible, then I will do my own thing.
Exactly.
And then when they see you doing it your way, they're still gonna have something to say. But you've been doing their way for so long, and you want to try your way.
Yeah.
They have to stand back and watch.
Exactly.
It's constructive criticism.
Yeah.
That's what I take it for.
Oh, it in some cases it is, but some of them, like I said, like especially in the
always take it for
world,
that workplace. Never take it personal.
In their ways that all they see is their way, and it's like I can't do it. It's like if I were like I used to be a junior sous chef, I would teach people certain ways, and I'd be like, yo, but whatever works for you. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say do it this way. Like, you know what I mean? If you could find out a way to execute the food better or whatever, then fucking do it by all means. As long as you're putting out the damn food.
But in every field, there's a standard and a procedure for certain things that should be done a certain way. If you found a way around it, that's pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
But never take a work situation personal. That's
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Yeah. I'm gonna go on this one and say that something that triggers me that I probably shouldn't be sensitive about is when someone tells me to get into a line. I know what it is about just like lining up. Like, no, don't tell me.
I feel you.
Don't tell me I should be in a line.
Lines can kiss ass.
I think it's like a.
I probably shouldn't be sensitive about it either, but like, tell me where to stand.
Yo, Jojo, remember I talk about like okay, certain people in the Caribbean, I find they act a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we were talking about conditioning, how black people are conditioned through slavery, and certain things were just passed down. Like I don't know if saying genetically makes it sound thing, but like lining up, and people like white people saying, "Hey boy," like
hey bud,
you're right, "Hey son," like a lot of black people don't think about that, but like
don't call me son either.
That was brought to my attention by like another black guy I worked with, and he's like, "You heard the guy the guy calls us son," and like I wasn't taking it for anything because I don't take things in the workplace personal, but like, and this was back when I was working in Scarborough, must have been like 20, man, and like I think about it quite often now. So it opens my mind. So like I know what you're saying. It's the way they think and their conditioning.
Boys are triggers though.
Yeah, through different generations and stuff. It just sort of they still hold on to it. Not that they hold on to it, but yeah. Just I don't know if that made sense, but
it does.
It does.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be offended by this, or it shouldn't trigger me. But when someone says, "I'm proud of you and what you've accomplished, but how's your work-life balance?"
With the butt.
Yeah, the butt. As if my accomplishments, career-wise, isn't enough. And I need someone else to validate me.
Is that something that like your parents throw at you?
You know what? So let me make this clear. That is something that I want. But why is it that that's something that validates my accomplishments? Because if it wasn't, I would be probably more offended because I'd be like, you can't just take me as a career woman and call it a day?
I think it depends on the perspective of who's asking you that. Because if it's your parents,
definitely,
it's definitely not coming from
a heinous place.
It's coming from a spiritual aspect. And back then, when like I don't know, in Jesus' time, we didn't have all these cars and jobs. We just had like each other.
It's
and
not
that
my parents,
was one
I'll
of the.
tell you that. My parents, I'm used to like
family.
I know. I said the word "if" for a reason.
I'm talking about like coworkers that
your peers.
Peers, like people that I talk to on a regular basis, but they're still like, Linda, like how's your personal life? And I'm like,
is these girls or guys in the workplace?
Both.
Yeah, most likely. Both.
I'm not talking specifically workplace. Like this is.
Just talking in general.
This is in general, where it's like you might have not seen me in a while, but you can see that I'm doing well for myself, or I'm making the steps to where I want to go.
Right.
But that always has to come about your personal life or your social life, and you're like,
are these people that like you wouldn't even feel comfortable like sharing that information with anyways?
I mean, I wouldn't share my information, period. But
see, they want to someone may actually be interested, but like I don't think that's the right question to ask if you're interested.
For me, I always think like, why does it matter? Like,
In a
not why
person
does it
like that.
matter, but like, can't
Why
you
is it so
just take
important?
my
It's workplace
accomplishment
chatter.
for my accomplishment?
You know.
But
I just want to say this.
Go
Like,
ahead.
I think everybody wants to see everybody with some kind of balance, right? Like, you could be, I don't know what all you guys do. Let's just say I'm a singer, and all I do is sing, and I don't do anything else but
you a
sing.
singer?
You know, it's like, oh, well, where's your girlfriend? You know, oh, you gonna get married anytime soon?
But
Like, you know, like
that's my thing though. Because I'm successful at work does not mean I don't have a balanced life. You're
I guess-
automatically
but
assuming
I,
that.
But it's maybe it's exactly how they may see it, right? Or how they choose to see it, or what you let them see, right?
That
so like
too.
I understand, like, you know, I understand your statement still.
Do they know? Do they know that you're doing this?
And they watch my Instagram stories. They do.
They have you on
Nah.
Instagram.
That's a different story. I'm on private still.
I mean, those people could be slow. They could not put two and two together too. You know.
That's
It
the
could be
next
just
part,
slow.
But honestly,
right?
Diane, like you're a cool person, and like I can imagine a lot of people
Dian, yeah.
like when you're on something, a lot of people
Dan, fam.
when you're on something, a lot of people want to know what you're on. Like
That's true.
like yo, this person's
I get it.
cool. They always seem like they're up and about. Like what are they doing? Like
Yeah.
fuck, I want to do what they're doing.
And
like,
I
they seem
think that's
fun.
part of it. Is
And
because
you
like
do have that
I
energy.
don't expose everything that I do, or like
It's a mystery.
you don't know what I
People
own,
want to
or-
know about your success.
You know, like I get that, but at the same time, you know.
But I honestly, well, one way to kind of look at it, it can be a way to kind of like inspire people around you, cause you're younger than most of us here. You're actually probably the youngest one here. And honestly, as long as I've known you, I feel like you've been.
That triggers me.
Like, that triggers me. No, that is definitely one thing that triggers her. But but you've definitely been like one of the most successful friends that I've had around.
Yeah.
Yeah, by far.
Right? Like,
Definitely.
and I've seen you put in the work that you've put in
Super
over
work.
the years, like even after high
Progress.
school.
Yeah.
So everything that you have right now and you're
Well
working
deserved.
towards, you definitely deserve everything.
Yeah.
Appreciate
They
that.
got
But-
this out.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say
Appreciate it.
this. Don't be afraid to share some of your success stories, because it can
Yeah.
inspire people around
That's
you.
true.
You could, but
That's
some
very
people
true.
might
I hear
wanna
that.
have, they might want to have that info to have one up on you. Like,
Yeah, no, I get that, but
Yeah.
you gotta be careful who you're talking to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
I
No,
think
I
that's
hear
a big
that
part
for
of
sure.
it. Yeah.
I
and
think
it's
so far Dian is untouchable though. From the way that she presents herself, it's untouchable.
Absolutely.
Oh, I
see that.
appreciate
very
that.
fierce.
Yeah.
Fam.
Yeah, got
So
that sauce.
I've
What'd
known
you
her
say?
for
What'd you say?
like
So she got a sauce.
I've known her for like many years. She's never once corrected us with Diane.
Yes.
Because it's not in me to do
Me
it.
and
I'm
Dre-
gonna allow you.
Me and Dre have known her since.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, listen to
We're
this.
talking about like.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
wait,
talking
nah,
high
yeah,
school. We're
yeah,
talking
like-
high school.
Oh, they're talking
Me and
high
Dre's
school.
I
08,
think the
bro.
older I got, the more
Yeah,
I
we're
was like,
talking
nah,
high
my
school.
name is Dian. Get
We're
it
talk-
right.
we're talking-
I got you.
And don't
I
get me
got
wrong, I correct my mom. My grandma says my name right.
Yeah.
Everyone else,
Who
but
named
my
you,
mom, my dad.
Okay.
Okay.
But my mom, she's like, your name is your name. I'm gonna call you however. That's probably why a lot of the times, like
You just let
regardless,
it-
I'm like,
yeah, you just let it go.
alright. Most people don't even call me Dian or Diane. It's D. Like I.
That's what I'm saying. I can
Really?
feel it.
Okay, yo.
Yeah.
Sometimes people would say Joriden because there's a E in my name.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
That's what my
I
phone
swear to
says
God.
still.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jordan.
It's because of the spelling.
That's a butcher.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
no.
I hear D
My mom
most
wanted
of
to
the
be
time.
extra. It was that or
Doesn't
Kevin,
matter.
dog.
Or Diamond.
I'll be beat still, Kevin.
Kevin, come here.
I mean, it suits you.
My mom was
Yeah,
gonna name me
it suits him.
Kevin, if not Jordan.
That's crazy.
But then she wanted to be
see that
extra and
still.
threw the E in there still. What
can
do you
see
mean
that
you can see
still.
that?
I can see
Trying to
that, bro.
She said I look like a Jordan. That's what she told me, dog.
Jordan.
How do you say Kevin in
No
in
river.
the accent?
Kevin.
I can
Yeah,
see that.
just
You
like
can't see
that.
that. I can see that. Honestly,
I can
Not
see,
me.
I
Jordan,
can see
Jordan
Kevin
still.
too.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, Kevin, for sure.
Kevin Brooms, I see it.
Kevin what?
I would call you Kev on the mic.
Take out the whole government.
I would call you Kev on the mic. No
Yeah,
problem.
I see it. I see it.
Damn.
I'm
God damn.
dead.
All right, I have one last question. It's called have you ever wondered if love lasts after death?
If what?
Okay, wait.
Love last.
If
You're
God
You're
is
gonna have
involved,
to
yeah.
Clarify a little bit.
Yeah.
If I,
After like,
I
if
got
you're-
this question off of a site, so I don't really know how to clarify it, but I guess you guys can interpret it.
And who
I
died?
believe it does.
After death.
Like, do you believe like the love lasts? I guess after
Both of you
die?
guys are dead, or
Yeah,
one
yeah,
person
I
has.
guess. I guess.
Like if you're in a relationship and someone dies and the love that you have for them is still there.
I think it'll
That
still
one
is.
I believe.
Yeah.
But if both of
Yeah.
you guys have, I think the question is more like
Yeah.
if
Like
both
if
of you
you
guys
both
have passed
That's
on,
yeah.
is that
Yes,
love
it's
still
still-
there?
Still carry on because the afterlife.
Okay,
I don't know.
this is what I want
Yeah.
to say to that, right?
That's a
So, like,
legacy you left.
Yeah.
my grandparents, they
Word.
died, right? But they produced how many kids? And the kids that they produced still talk about the love that they had for each other.
Okay.
So I think that's like a form of it, like living
Yeah.
on.
Love lives on
But
through
like, are
them.
you talking about them still loving each other after they've
After,
died?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I don't,
That's
I have no reason
no.
to believe in the afterlife.
That's
You
why it
know?
says if you wondered.
But like, oh, well,
Yeah.
I don't wonder about that
Yeah,
still.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I
wonder
don't
about
know.
it either.
I think
Yeah.
I think it could. I think that love is
Yeah.
eternal. You know. I think that
Yeah.
once you have the love for someone or something, I think it's very hard to lose
The
a sense of
soulmate,
love
yeah.
unless like you were did wrong. But you know, like death, like you didn't do nothing. I mean, I still love you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Can't be
Yeah.
here, but
Yeah, you ever heard
It
of
just
like
takes on a different form.
Mm.
Go ahead.
Go,
Stefano.
go
you,
Ted.
you ever heard of like this is like with elderly people, and I've heard of it actually happening in hospitals and stuff. Like elderly person, like their I don't know, their husband or their wife will come and die, and like that month later on
Heartbreak.
that month they die
Yeah.
right die of a broken heart.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
died loving that person,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
right? So
That's crazy.
you can't
That's a crazy thought.
you
actually.
can't deny that, and it's happened, huh? It's
You
happened.
lose your
The stress they take on
yeah.
Yeah.
when their person
exactly.
dies,
Mother.
that shit's
Like that's
I
your
think that
that's your
happens for
life
kids
partner.
too. Right?
oh for kids,
Even
yeah,
if you love your
that,
kids that
Mhm.
much.
that should break
Yeah.
kids, man.
Yeah.
And kids are more tender; they don't know how
Yeah.
to deal with it.
Mhm.
I
Some
mean, I-
adults don't
Tender?
know to deal with it. Shit.
Mhm.
I would love to think that it does continue and it
Me
does
too,
live
I-
on.
That's what I was thinking.
Like that would be ideal. I don't truly
hope.
know.
I hope.
Yeah, like if someone dies an asshole, like you're still a fucking asshole when you're dead. To me,
Yeah.
because that's what you were known as.
Yeah.
But like,
No forgiveness?
No cap.
rest in
Ah,
peace,
Jesus.
I can forgive you, but it doesn't excuse that you
You
were
have
still
to
an
feel like,
asshole.
fuck that nigga.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Damn. Cold.
That's crazy, bro. Oh my god.
It's true, man.
So, in the event of somebody owing you something and they died, would you therefore go to their family for that money?
What's something?
Oh,
What's
nah.
something?
It depends.
Mo- monetary? Are we talking
Creditors
money?
will.
I mean, like some like
Yeah,
money.
exactly.
Like I mean, like,
Depends.
not $5, but like maybe let's say
Stats.
$2,000.
$2,000, no.
I could let that go.
It's like 30 maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
You need to
I'm
like
going to your whole
honestly, it's
family
gotta be
still.
substantial.
Yeah.
Like
like $100,000.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Pay
is
up,
that
nigga.
is that money now like dead and gone?
No.
Someone's
100 grand.
Yo, dead
Hold
ass.
on.
Someone's
like,
giving
did
me
I
them
did I
dollars.
lend this to the person and like God forbid
Gonna have to do
the
some
next
Top Boy
day
shit.
they gone? Or was I trying to get this money before
right.
they passed?
That's a good point.
I'm saying in both scenarios.
It's your new life mission.
Like the person you gave them this money, whatever it is, right?
Say the
And-
amount, please.
Pardon me?
Either
100K.
way. Either way.
Pardon me?
No, I
100K.
want the amount.
100K,
100K.
100K.
Either way, I want my money back.
Even if they're dead?
100K?
100K.
100K, where'd that
Yeah.
come from?
That's
you
what
guys
we were
said.
That's what
just
we
saying.
asked.
Oh,
Yeah.
100K?
100K.
Yeah.
I want my money.
I'm going to the estate and I'm
$2,000?
like,
100K grows on trees?
I'm literally
Yeah.
gonna.
No.
I'll be respectful about it, but I'm gonna have to be like, my condolences, but this is the situation.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I
there's a
lent
legal
for
way.
this
go
reason.
about
How
it.
long are you
Everything
gonna
writing
wait?
from now on? You know.
How long are you gonna
guys
wait
gotta-
for
Okay.
that money? Because do you think it's socially acceptable? Like the day they die, like yo, I need
So
my
that's
money.
tricky because how long do they wait to share the will? I want to be there for that
Imagine
conversation.
if they didn't have one. There's so many possibilities, right?
Mm.
That's why you always get
Then
the
you at
paper
a
trail.
loss.
We
You
need
get
a
a
more
paper trail
direct
say
You're at a loss. No, because that's why I asked you that question because they don't
Yeah.
actually wait long before they discuss the will. It's usually like within that week because like everyone's all
People want their
like,
money.
everyone. So that's the thing. It's like
Definitely.
why does that make it different?
Mhm.
Like obviously you're not going to be on the will as someone that lent unless that person was smart and it's like, you know, I owe this person X amount of money, but
Mhm.
they're having that conversation anyways. Like the will is usually mostly monetarily valued. Like
yeah.
very rarely is it this phone.
Sentimental
You know
stuff.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so you might as well be there for that conversation. You're just gonna do it hopefully respectfully. And
Right.
if the situation is like they actually can't afford it for whatever reason, then I guess you cut your losses. And you call
Even
it a
if
day.
you owe the government 100K and you die, like, isn't that dead money anyways?
No, that
No.
goes into the
No,
next
your
person
state-
in line.
It goes to the
Yeah.
next of kin.
Whoever-
You got
Isn't that
kids?
like an American
Goes into your
thing?
kid.
Nope,
No.
that happens in Canada, bro.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Corporation's a corporation.
If
Yeah,
your parents were to
government
die,
wants
their
their
debts will go to
money.
you.
Yeah.
The government does not
To the
play
oldest
with your
person.
Oh, that's my sister.
And they won't even say.
money.
They won't even say sorry for the loss.
A lot of times they don't even tell you. You'll just accumulate
Shouts
that
out
death
Nati.
that debt in the background.
Hmm?
They won't even tell you a lot of times. You just accumulate it in the
Yeah.
background,
Yeah.
right? It's just
with
unfair.
the interest, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a U.S. thing. So.
Nah, it's
No.
it's
I
up
think how
there
it should
too,
be
bro.
is like
That's where we live in.
if you're not comfortable
Yeah.
lending the amount of money, then you
Would-
know just don't lend it out.
Hmm.
If you're comfortable lending out a certain amount of money, then just give it. If you can't
Like,
lend
don't
it,
expect
True,
it
don't
back.
yeah, don't
expect
expect it
Just
back.
in
Yeah,
case
I
there's
hear you.
something that happens
Exact-
and you can't get your
Yeah.
money back.
I think
get
the
it.
best thing is to like if you can't do the whole thing for them, give them part of it, so that they can ask somebody else for part of it, so they can kind of wean off each other person individually.
Nah, sir.
So it's not like a huge
But
loan.
what if you're a private lender?
I ain't got it.
What if that's what you do? You're a private lender. And
I'm
what
talking
you-
about just friends.
but-
If you want to go
right.
there,
But you're a private lender and you lend it to a friend.
Oh.
But that's what you do. This is how you run your business. Like,
Mhm.
and this is part of your equity. So you're expecting that money back so that you can now continue to grow
Reinvest.
your business.
Mhm.
I think
That money's no longer there.
I think in the essence of a business, like especially when that's like your livelihood, you should probably expect to not get it back at some degree. You know, it's like
Unless they're,
gotta take an L at some point.
unless
right?
they're moving like
Sure.
Walmart,
No
man.
else
You know,
taking.
Walmart be taking out life
Contract.
insurance on their
Yeah,
customers.
yeah.
No
Contract
else taking.
binding.
Getting that money
Business
back
is gonna
for sure.
Be more ruthless than
Mm-mm.
Diane lent me some money. I passed away, and now she wants her money back. I think having a business and lending somebody money is gonna be more ruthless. Like they might take your family to court. Like, listen,
Yep.
you're getting money from this person's passing away. We want our money. Like, I think, yeah, it'll
My
be.
shit.
yeah, that dynamic should be talked about
Mhm.
before lending and accepting.
Well, if it's a business, there's gonna be a contract. So
Okay.
all that should hopefully be in the contract. But if it's a friend agreement, it might just be a verbal agreement. You're not gonna be like, oh well, if I die tomorrow, you're not getting your money. Like that doesn't usually come up, right? In a
Hopefully,
conversation.
hopefully
before
you
you
look
die.
at
It might now.
I know, like hopefully you look at it this way and like learn like after this conversation, it might be okay if you're asking for a lot of money from a friend and it's substantial. Hopefully, if you have a will going, you at least put that in the will because you never know what tomorrow is. It's never promised.
Yep.
And if it's substantial and you know that that person probably broke their back just to give you that money, you know, like
You're never too young nor too old to make a will. Start doing it from now.
That's my question. Like,
Mhm.
like are we starting to write wills now? Like,
You should.
I think we're at that age now.
I have life insurance. but
Yeah,
I have
I have
insurance
life
as well.
insurance
Yeah, I
as
have
well
life
too,
insurance.
and I have
Yeah,
certain
man.
people that I put on that life
Yeah.
insurance.
I had to take
Not to say
something.
no.
Definitely.
They don't even know, but
Oh,
Ooh, I heard that.
I heard that.
I was like, damn.
I did not think.
so,
of
somebody's
that.
left out.
It's cold up
The
here.
fact that you had to take
So which
someone.
one are gonna put me on their life insurance? Though?
I only
I
have
got
one
you, Jay.
person.
Sorry, man.
I got you, James.
Mine is not one. It's only
Mama.
one.
Good.
Mama.
Mama.
Several days
Love
later.
Not until marriage.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Not until marriage.
Not until
That's true.
marriage.
That's
For
true.
what?
It's, you
To
didn't
put
hear
my
his
my
comment?
my
No.
significant
He
other.
said he had to take somebody off. So I said, not until marriage should you be adding a significant other.
Oh yeah, that's
onto your
Oh man,
business.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
I'm not hurt.
But like
Lesson.
lessons
It's a
learned,
lesson,
and
yeah.
like the thing is, it's like obviously part of this is growth and growing,
Yeah.
and what matters is like you cared enough
Mhm.
Facts.
to do that. That shows your character, but like at the same time, you also
Yeah, well, it
Probably
was
And your
going- it was-
level of commitment.
Yeah,
changed.
You know
it
what I
was
mean?
going there. Yeah.
so it's
Does the
it's
person
not a
know?
knock.
What did he say?
Does
It's,
the person know?
No comments. I plead the fifth.
No, I'm just asking.
Did
the
they know they were on it?
Yeah.
No comments.
Oh wow.
He pleads the fifth.
Fuck. They
Damn.
didn't know.
But then
Fifth.
they could have known.
Ooh.
No
I
comment.
felt that in my bones.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this after Jermaine.
Anyways, yeah.
Yes.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
Yo, you're getting a big hug after this.
Straight
I'm
back.
good. I'm joking. So,
Looking cold over there.
before we close off, I actually wanted to talk about that 70 mil winner from Brampton. That's crazy.
We don't have to talk.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it wasn't me.
Brampton.
Yo, was
Brampton?
it a girl or was it a male?
I'm telling
That
you
was
right now, it
clearly a
wasn't me.
fraud.
It was a girl, right?
Brampton.
Bro,
Oh, actually, I have a funny story.
Or even drive to get the ticket.
Girl, yo.
A young girl?
Yeah,
Finally,
she
somebody
like
around.
she just came from India.
So the funny thing is, right, when that news was released,
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
we're at home watching basketball, right?
Mm.
That's what we do at home. And why does my godbrother call my mom? You win the money.
Oh,
I died. And this is before any details were released. All you knew was it was in
Yeah.
Brampton. I was
Yeah.
cracking up because all I was thinking was like, regardless,
70
nobody
mil.
would know.
The girls, I think.
I'm going there with a paper bag on my
20?
head.
She's in her
Like,
20s.
A 20-year-old?
Yeah, she's in her 20s. She's only here on a student visa.
bro.
That should be illegal.
Right?
What the hell? That's for Canadian citizens. Like, that's foolishness.
It's a
That's actually
different,
that is
it's
crazy
a
still.
different topic.
That's young, though. That's really
Yeah,
young.
no.
Horrible.
Yo,
It's
life
like
is
they're
set.
slaving their whole
Congratulations to
life.
her. Still,
Life
you know?
is set.
Brampton's on the rise.
Kids of
Sure.
kids of
Immigrant
kids.
comes.
Right?
Future generations are
Edit
set.
that out.
She took, I think, she took like 3 days to cash it out because I guess she was deciding like what she wants to do
I
with
mean,
the money.
I would try to find. Can I get a
Like she was
disguise
trying to get
of some
rubbed?
sort?
Bro, that's 70 million.
I'm
And
just
liquid.
gonna disappear.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Disappear.
I'm moving
for a
out of
little
Brampton
But she's
still.
gonna get
so-
a lot of
Yeah,
business offers.
Straight out.
I mean,
She's gonna get a lot of
Sayonara.
business offers.
I think
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
moving deeper. I'm hiding stuff.
You're hiding?
bit. Right? You
That's
need to
illegal.
hide and
That's
figure
70
and
mil
and get your mind right.
Dog.
I'm figuring
Alright, what's
There are a
happening?
lot of people who are millionaires who
But
can't
doesn't-
even have
But
that.
in
Okay,
those
so-
lottery winners, doesn't the government take some of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Nah,
That's
not in Canada, yo.
But they
Oh,
don't
not
tax
in
us.
Canada?
Apparently, you
Like
get
it's
it
tax,
all.
bro.
You get it
Oh, yeah.
all.
No,
I
I-
don't know.
You get it
No,
all.
they
tax
here?
here too.
No, they tax
They
here.
tax
Yeah, they tax here, but like they don't tax as
Because
much
it's
as the
income.
states. They don't tax as
But
much
this
as
is the
the
thing.
So
We
what
were
if they
talking
don't
about
tax
this at
the
work
right
too.
amount and you end up owing?
No,
That'd be
they
You say
don't.
they don't tax a lot, so I'm asking. I don't
No,
know.
You just
no,
lose
no.
at that
I know
point.
if you wait longer,
Percentage
if you
of-
wait longer,
Uh-huh.
they deduct it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's a
But
percentage of your
This is the
earnings.
thing. We were talking about it at work, and they're like, "Okay, what would you do if you
One.
won? Okay, it doesn't have to be 70 mil, but if you won like max millions, whatever it is, what
What
would
wouldn't
you
I
do?" And
do?
I literally was thinking about it. I was like, "Okay, all debts paid,
Yeah,
family,
that's
me,
what I'm saying.
whatever." But honestly, I don't know if I could stay home and just do nothing. I might have to do
Same.
something.
Travel.
Travel for
I would
it.
travel.
And the thing is,
Have to
right now,
travel.
I'm not really about traveling. It's not safe.
Mm-hmm.
So
That-
that
Oh, yeah.
I
That's
started
a point,
thinking
too.
about all that, and I'm
True.
like,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'll stay put. I might even work a little bit more before I get bored. Like
Mm.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm,
definitely.
I hear you.
That's true. So.
It's true.
At least I know I'm comfortable.
Traveling is
Residual
dangerous.
income.
That's it.
We'd grow the podcast.
Invest.
Yeah.
Invest.
Shoot this shit all day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
'Cause
Alright,
traveling.
man.
Yeah. To wrap up
We
this,
go close that still, you know.
I want to give something deep to everybody as we close this. I want
Mm.
everybody to close their eyes.
Oh,
Do it with
okay.
me.
We going. Is this a prayer, fam?
No, no,
Okay.
but it's as deep as prayer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, all right.
I want you to think about the last person that you said that you would contact or call. And then after this session, even the viewers and listeners, call them. You never know who needs your help. That's it.
Okay. All right.
Got it.
100.
I got
That's
it.
actually deep still.
Yeah, I got a person.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a person? I know who your
Alicia, I'm gonna
person
call you in a
is.
bit
Me?
still.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I know.
You're texting her the whole time.
So deep it hurts.
I told her I'm gonna
All
call
right, man.
her.
Be out.
Oh,
Peace.
okay. Oh, sorry,
Bye.
We're done?